Hello everybody. So I just realized that I haven't really had much ways on showing my progress in my game, but I guess what we can show today is me making a level. I think that'd be kind of cool, kind of neat, something new. Show you the process and what I do when it comes to making a level. So I'm going to start dragging some cubes. This is where the player character starts when you start a new level. Alright, and just so I can feel like I'm actually doing progress, let's grab a material from, it's going to be from a collection of my materials. Most of them are handmade, some of them are modified. And let me see, here we go. Castle stone. This is my favorite one. I use this way too much. This moldy castle stone. But it serves its purpose, it's handy. I'm gonna do my best to not make it look so blocky. That's also another thing too. Let's kind of box the player in just so he doesn't jump out. Or any game testers try to jump out, such as my friends. They always like to jump out of the levels and fall into the endless void. And they're all like, I broke your game. I'm like, you kinda did, yeah. You jumped out. Impressive. Alright, let's see here. That was kinda mean what I just said. Anyways, let's see if it even works. Okay, sometimes this game has been crashing a lot lately. But, yeah, we're looking good. Yeah. Alright. So, my direction for this particular level is to try to simulate, I'm gonna say, like an alternate dimension, like Silent Hill, if I was gonna say so. As cliche as that sounds, I want a spooky level, and Silent Hill spooks me. It's a dirty, nasty little place I do not want to be. So I know it gets a lot of its inspirations from real life subject matter, you know, on its inspirations. So this is definitely a different type of game when it comes to being based off like reality, but I'm hoping I could kind of simulate like sort of a rusty, I guess, castle like kind of feel. Yeah. Okay. And now let's just change that. Let this material is drag and drop. And I don't like it being too straightforward, my levels either. Like, but this will probably have to be a linear level design. Yeah. Until it's gonna be try to be a horror thing. So we got to build tension somehow. We got to make things straight and forward. Make things so the player can anticipate. And so when they have those ideas in their head, we need some stairs here, but you know, they'll be expecting something, and then when they most expect it, it's not there, and then these kind of not jump scares. I'm gonna try to avoid anything like that. So we already had a long hallway. Those can get very repetitive very fast. Let's see. Try to make it look a little open. We'll leave it a little bit more open. You know what I'm feeling? I'm feeling like some red bricks right now. Let's see. Do I have anything like that? Red bricks. This is the Mega Scans one. I like it, but it doesn't feel. Yeah, like that. I like that the Mario bricks. That feels more me. It's colorful. It's you can tell they're bricks. Honestly, the game style for this project, I'm sorry, it's not even a product, but would be, I guess, stylized more so. Even though I do use, I tried to go for more of a realistic approach on things, but the only thing realistic you're probably gonna see that has that And that level is part of the vegetation and the rocks. Everything else kind of has a strange identity. I'm just dragging cubes right now, and that can be seen as a negative, of course. But right now we have nothing. We have nothing to go off from. Well, I have nothing to go off from. Let's make it a different texture so we can see. Because I remember one of the developers from the Doom team back in the 1990s said you should never make the texture and the floor wall textures and the floor textures identical. That will confuse people, and he's absolutely right. I get so confused when they're the same texture. It actually looks almost simulated as well when you see that, because whenever you ever seen the wall and the floor look identical except for those backroom found footage, you know, with the swimming pool, but and that, yeah. So we're gonna go through here, and we're gonna be in this kind of room. Let's try to break it up. We're gonna break it up, and let's put something in a point of interest in the center. You know what? We're gonna make it a wall. We're gonna wall it off. I want this level to feel claustrophobic, but not too. What can I say? Not too linear. Yeah, claustrophobic, but not linear. So yeah, we can just kind of have like a path. You know, you can choose either path. It's gonna lend you to the same thing, but people like to backtrack to and explore. It gives them something to explore. It'll pad out the game. It'll waste time. I like that. I like wasting people's time. Let's see. Yeah. I guess if they are playing a game, you know, they are looking for something to do, hopefully. Okay. Let's see. It's going to be here. Now, what I'm going to do is I want to make it seem like the player is actually descending into hell. So, that sounds like some fun. We're going to do that real quick. Let's drop some elevation real. And I am just spamming these walls. That's funny. Alright, here we go. Let's just direct them into a path like this. I played some of the older Silent Hill games, and what I noticed, there's these stairs that just kept going down and down forever. I want that. I want that. Okay. These hallways are way too big, but we can adjust that later. Right now, like I said, we're just trying to get something on pen and paper. This is a little bit more physical than pen and paper, but not physical, but more visual, I'd say. Something that's actually more interactive. Okay, so if I start sounding weird, that's just me trailing off. My brain doesn't really work as a good multiprocessor. It just tends to be good at one task at a time. And that's just how my brain works. It's a very simple brain. Okay. So we're going to go down here. Okay, looks like just to kind of. No, I'm not going to put a roof on that. Should I make it look darker? You know what? Active reference. I really want to delete it. Well, let's delete the sky sphere first. There we go. Skylight. Light source. Alright, now we are in total. Well, it's darker. Okay. It just gives me that mood that I need. We're going to call this. Oh, I already have Haunted Descent. We can call it Spooky Descent or something like that. Or. Ooh. Unknown Descent. The first Haunted Descent that I made, that level, it seems very linear. I'll have to show you, or I might even include it in the build. So just to give the player a bit of a break. Oh, that reminds me, that material needs to be a little different because it's the same as the walls. That's going to confuse people. It's going to confuse me at least. Alright, go. Let's see. Again, we are just. And I don't like just forward kind of. No? Okay. Tell you what. Let's just extend this out just so we can get a good. You want the player to. I'm using ramps right now until I can add stairs. Stairs usually take up time to size them and stuff like that. I could use the stair tool. I have problems making them. Let's make it thin because we don't. I think these are pretty huge things. Alright, let's grab one of these. I just like Control W is probably my bread and butter right now because that's how you duplicate things in Unreal. It's like Control D in any other 3D package program, but Control W, that was something that took me a while to learn. And honestly, I like this wall being there. I like this extra space. Just give them a sense of like they're doing something. How about we make a crevice too? Yeah, let's make a little space for people to ignore, just so it doesn't. I personally like little points of interest instead of just linear spots, so you can go off the beaten path. And maybe there's a room right here. Let's make that room. We're gonna make it a very fun room, which is gonna be a wall right here. Just a wall right here. And a wall right here. You don't want to make make everybody have too much fun. Sometimes I feel like I'm a control freak when I see people, they go off on the beaten path and they just hang out there and they get stuck here and they keep hanging out. And then I'm like, have you ever heard of just turning around and exploring? It'll be like 30 minutes they'll be stuck in a room. They go, where do I go? To me, it's my bad level design, but there are places like that in real life that there's some rooms that you don't always have they don't always have that kind of available like space where there's a door always leading to something else. Definitely my bedroom doesn't have that. It doesn't lead to another place. Yeah, it stops and then you have to turn around if you want to leave the room. I guess that's kind of why this game is very frustrating to some people, because there'll be enemies up on the high ground and no one's ever used to being attacked from above. I would do some airsoft every now and then, and there'd be someone from on the high ground and just like unloads on my noggin. I'll be like, oh, that's right, people can actually go up there. And I kind of want I don't want to train people that can happen, but it definitely can. And people say it's lazy game design when you do that. It's not good game design, but I want people to look up all the time. It's always good to be aware of your surroundings too in real life as well. Taking a quick coffee break. Let's save this. Well, not a coffee break. I just took a sip. Maybe is that a break? So what the kids are calling it. Okay, let's see. We're gonna go down here. And that was a room on a room. You know what? No, we're going to not do that. We're gonna make it. There we go. Something like to make sounds. It's good to feel a little goofy every now and then. Doing level design. Again, I'm sorry about this keyboard making these clicky clack sounds. My dad gave this keyboard to me because I was too cheap to afford a keyboard of my own when I first started getting into putting together my personal computer. Okay. Let's see. That'll be good. No one's gonna notice that little edge right there. Can I even walk on it? Let's see. Oh. Unfortunate. It's going to be very far away. I guess I'm going to have to drag this in or apply that script that lets me save it. Be anywhere. Oh man, that is going to take some time. Let me just save this. We're just going to keep trekking because this is about level design. It isn't about playtesting. So, well, playtesting is level design, but they go hand in hand. They definitely go hand in hand because sometimes there'll be something way too skinny and then you end up So this is very rough right now. Right now we see these. I kind of like it. At the same time, I feel as if it detracts from the claustrophobicness. So we're just going to copy paste this since it's the same angle. There you go. I'm going to box my poor players in. And again, I just wanted to emphasize that I am not a professional by any means. Sometimes I even consider myself a real game developer at times. I just do character setup and animation rigging, but that's not level design, that is for sure. That is something else. Okay, let's see. Definitely not an artist. If you ever see the meshes I make for this game, they definitely are, they need some work. Or not need some work, but they need a different person to make them look better. But this is my personal project. I'm poor. I don't want to pay somebody. I don't want to work with other people too. Isn't that selfish of me? Not wanting to work with other people. Some people, I don't know. Maybe I should express myself and say that there's some personal projects that you work with, especially like a game like this, and then people you bring on board, they just try to change everything and make it all about themselves. I'm very selfish, so I kind of just want something I work on to go along with my direction and on how I see things. That's being selfish, though. Selfish. Don't. How dare you have a personal opinion on your own thing? How dare you want to work on your own game? Okay. I'm getting a little sarcastic there. Okay, here we go. It's definitely not a good look, but yeah. We're just hanging out with me right now. We're making a level. That's what we're doing. Honestly, I don't really do videos like this either. Let's see. What I don't like is the floor and ceiling is the same texture. That's silly. The ceiling and the walls should definitely be something else. So let's grab floor rocks. Floor rocks material. This stuff is a little stretchy. Okay. No. Grass band, thick glass material, bark. Oh, this thing. Yeah, let's just use that. Yeah. I don't know what that is, but I think I made that in Crazy Bump a long time ago. Crazy Bump was an old program I used to use to make some normal maps. It was very handy, actually. You could make something in Photoshop, throw some noise on there, make a black and white texture, and then it'll just make something. Let me just. Does the light show you? No, it doesn't do it any justice at all. Anyways, let's see. That's deep enough. This is a descent for sure. I think we can now do another open area, but I want to make it seem like there's a house in here in the distance. I want to I think I'm gonna make it. I think it's gonna be on the same vein as a liminal space, where it shouldn't exist, but it does, and yeah, it's gonna be like an indoor little place with grass and everything, but everything's just bricked off. If you go above go out of bounds, of course. So this is gonna be a very open area. I want to create an unsettling environment because that's what this whole theme to this biome is all about. This is gonna be like the 5th level. It's gonna be a hidden level too. You're gonna have to find like an artifact and another level in order to be able to even access this. I'm thinking Shadow Temple from Zelda Ocarina of Time. How they had that one bottom of the well you had to access to, and man, that used to creep me out as a child, man. It still creeps me out. I still don't like being there, even though it's it's just a few polygonal surfaces, with some. The music is probably what really sells the bottom of the well or the Shadow Temple. First Zelda Ocarina of Time. Nintendo 64. Okay, this is very deep. You know what? Why not use this space right here under it? We can make that a doorway. Let's just use that space. Because why not? No one's ever going to think about looking under themselves, under the platform they're on. Let's see. We're just trying to block something out. Right now, they got a good view of everything, so let's block that view. This is supposed to be a very mysterious place where until you go left or right, they're not going to know what the hell is going on. I like that. Let's see. Okay. So once you get down here, it'll do a sudden stop. Alright. You know what? Let's put some stairs. I got some stairs here. Of course, this staircase is a spiral staircase. It's a mesh I made. It's supposed to help me with my level design stuff, and it has. It has been very handy, but you can get stuck on it. I want the player to see these stairs, so I'm going to put it in views link if they look left or right. Honestly, I think if they see the railing, they should be fine. Alright, and then you can just kind of mix these two. I try to make these modular for my own liking, so I'm able to get more bang for my buck, because yeah, it's just me on this project. It's just me. That's how I intended it to be. I do plan on reaching out to someone when it comes to music, though. That is something I cannot do on my own. I mean, I can, but like, that's gonna take how long? How much of my own time and resources when I could just be making levels? I feel like making levels is the hardest part of my own personal project right here. So that's a metal. Do we have metal? Metal? Pitted metal? That will work for now. I do have some. It's gonna be my shame, but I'm gonna shamelessly use Megascans, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Surfaces. I like Megascans. Sometimes we just don't have time. We're going to be spamming. You're going to see a lot of this texture. We're going to be having to modify this, though, in another program, maybe such as Photoshop and whatnot, just so we could. It's a certain color. I want it to be more white and brown, almost like a dirty dirty bathtub or dirty toilet, I guess. So gross. So gross. Okay. And of course, I kind of do something I shouldn't be doing, which is adding details, but I feel like at this point I kind of need it just to kind of ground me to this world here. This is a short railing. Sometimes you need this stuff to remind you that the world's not going to be made in blockiness. It's not going to be made with just these simple geometric shapes. It's clipping. That's okay. That's okay. I don't think anyone's really going to care. They're just going to try to be zooming through this level anyways. It's really rare when people actually look at the level design. I do appreciate those people though who do take the time to look at level design and stuff. But as like a angry critique though, that is on a whole new level. Like, oh my god, you left a gap here and there. Like, yeah, that will happen. That will happen. There you go. That's close enough. All right. And just to save time, we're just gonna do that. Do the Control W, my favorite thing. There we go. I'm just gonna do that just to kind of. I've noticed one critique, if I were to critique my own level design, it's very 90-degree angles though, just because it's so easy to align the the railings and stuff. It just makes my life that much more easier. Let's see. And what I've noticed, since I like these spiky single spiral tiles, single spikes. Yeah, these things are pretty. I like these. We're gonna throw these everywhere. I'm working in unlit, by the way, just because it just feels, it helps me see everything that's going on, and I don't know, maybe this looks better, but you're seeing it in a weird, not as is, you know. Sometimes shadows I feel like can hide things, even though there is absolutely no shadows. Nothing's baked, but yeah. Plus, I don't even know what FPS I'm getting right now. We're getting still 120. Okay. Ever since I changed my CPU out, it's at 120 at most times now, but earlier it'd be like 60, 40, 20 even when doing just basic level stuff. We need a roof. Let's make a roof now. Or, man, that's a hard call, but sure is easy to make. There you go. We need spooky. So we put roof on things. There you go. Spooky roof. Of course, it's not far now. Ooh. Alright, now that is claustrophobia right there. Alright. Because with this level, you don't enter it through regular means. You just appear here. Through metaphysical, I guess. Like, I don't even know what that word means. I just wanted to use it. It makes me sound smart. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so we're going to go down here. We still need to block the view of for the players, because I want them to not get a glimpse until they're maybe right around here. They'll see into the abyss, the dark, dark abyss. And you know what? What the heck? Let's just block this area off on the other side, because I already put some stairs there. And if they want to jump off, they can. Your guy can take some pretty good fall damage. If you don't want to take the stairs, that's fine. Just like in real life, don't take the stairs, just jump off. You know, it's a little bit of shortcut. Okay. There we go. Yeah. You're impatient, just jump off. Here we go. Whee! You'll hit the ground. You'll be fine. Let's just put this right here. This will give something. I'm thinking we could make it so if they notice that there's a door here that needs a key, they'd be able to remember and come back to it. Not many people will remember, but it's always good. It's always good. But let's make it these arch exits. These are the most handy mesh I've ever made. I don't spam it as much as the bridge piece, but it is handy when it comes to wanting to cover up this geometry right there between the gap. And let's just stretch it. You know what? Let's just do a uniform. There we go. And it kind of creates a. Oh, I'm still unlit. I'm like, why does it look so unlit? Yeah, I gotta bake the lighting, y'all. Don't want it clipping. That's good. That's good enough. That'll do. That'll do. Let's cover up that stuff. There's these little mini wall arches, which I also spam. These don't have any collision on them whatsoever, but they're just purely decorative. They do serve their purpose, though. See if you just make it big. You can make these big, you can make these small. I was inspired by looking at some meshes in the game Bloodborne. They have things that look like this, which are just everywhere. These are handy. And you want to make something look fancy and ornate for when it comes to architecture, yeah, just put these around. So mine on the other hand are just a bit more me, I guess, so they don't look as good, but it's okay. Sometimes when it comes to copying things, you don't have to get it direct. As long as you get it looks good, you know. Kind of becomes its own thing, like that. So, alright. People are going to see that, hopefully. And so when you go down here, you can go across here, give the player some freedom. And we need to save current. We need to be able to play test, because every time I press right click, it's gonna go all the way back from start. But you know what? Let's just walk through it. Let's see what the kind of walking through we got here. At least that doesn't flip. I might need to change those walking sounds. It sounds like I'm walking through like peanut butter or something, but it's okay. So we keep going down here. We might kill a few things on the way. You see this? No normal person's gonna jump down there, but you can. Alright, let's just see if this works. These are always kind of fun. Make me a little dizzy, but okay. Let's go this way. And what do we see? Nothing. Okay. Now we are going to again, I'm gonna box this side off. Yep, that's right. I'm actually going to make it so it has two different paths. You're going to end up in like, put a wall here. Let's add some walls. Oh yeah. No, it's lazy game design. Of course it is. But we're going to add some walls. Okay. There we go. Add a wall here. And I'm thinking, because what's going to happen is, what I want is there's going to be a building right here. I want a building. You see that. And then we're going to have another building right here. Eventually, I want both places to kind of give you the same experience. It's not going to be like, you're not going to need a whole nother playthrough either to experience them, but we're going to need to say the interconnect. Okay. Alrighty. Because we need to get the idea that you can see both from either side, both little places. Or maybe I have a crazy idea. There's no method to whatever I'm doing, by the way. I'm just flying by the seat of my pants, you know. Or how do you say that? Oh, well. I'm just gonna be doing that. Going with the flow. It's gonna be save that. Spooky Descent. This level's supposed to only take maybe maximum amount like 30 minutes. If you keep dying, then that might be a little bit more. Alright, let's do something silly. Let's grab some trees. Of course, I'm going to keep saying this over and over. I did not make the vegetation in this game. No, I did not. I do not. I've tried to make trees. My trees, they look like little dog turds propped up with little leaves plucked in. That's just these are not the right trees. Maybe it's in this one right here. And I got these free, this package, by the way, that has these trees as well. So yeah, that's another skeleton in my closet, I guess. But man, do they look good when you put them down, though. They're gonna make one bigger. So despite this being like a very claustrophobic underground area, there's trees here. Isn't that neat? I thought that's neat. There you go. For the foliage and grass though, I do want to use the landscape material though. That will make it look a little bit. We need grass here, don't we? Am I gonna have to actually make a? Yeah, we might have to. I wonder if I could just cheat, just so we can save up on processing power. Grass. That's right. Do I have a grass material? Grass bee material. What does that look like? Ooh, lovely and pixelated. It's beautiful, but it's a little big. Do I have any other grass material? How about this? Oh yeah, this grass came from UDK. UDK was like an older version of the Unreal Engine back in the day when they gave it to you for free. There you go. From like 2008. I am now like showing my age, people, but yeah, it's serviceable. It's serviceable. I think it's time to bake the lighting. What do you say, guys? Hopefully, if it takes too long, I'm going to edit this out. Here we go. Take a drink of coffee real quick. In the meantime, we're going to keep moving around. Oh. Are we crashing? Are we crashing? Oh. I can't see Dilly Squat. That's what I want, actually. That's exactly what I want. Let's do a point light right here. Since I can handle it, I'm going to do movable, because stationary lights seem to do a little... they tend to mess things up. But I want this whole area to feel uncomfortable somehow. Right now it just looks like it's just part of the game, you know. That's because it is. It is. When I add the other plates and railings and stuff on the sides of these walls, it will give you more of an illusion that this is not a comfy place. Right now, it's just blocking. How long did it take me to do this? Just now? 6 hours. Okay. Let's see, is that going through? Yeah. Let's do another one. And let's just do that real quick. I like these point lights because they're a little old school. They kind of remind me of like how they used to light up places back in the day, where it's just kind of usually spotlights and stuff like that. But this gives you like an actual easier way just to light up your environment. I can hear myself breathing. Oh my god. This must be that coffee. We'll see how dark we can get away with making this place too. If it's too dark, you start annoying the players. I've noticed they don't like dark areas. They don't. It's like they can't see, which is perfectly understandable. I'm hoping by then I can provide a light source for those players, because the bird weapon is a light source. The sword's a light source. I'm gonna have a flashlight lantern weapon anyways that has like a pistol that you hold with one hand, the other. Alright, we got enough light here. This should suffice. We're not gonna bake the lighting yet though. Not until I start adding more. Here. Oh, there's no ceiling, is there? I can't see. Let's just do that. Okay. Maybe I shot myself in the foot just now by baking the lighting, but I'm trying to somewhat make this a little entertaining. Which, maybe that's my problem. maybe it shouldn't be entertaining. Because I can't see anything. Okay, we're gonna go back to... how far can this go? Well, we're just gonna spawn another one then. Okay. So... anyways, I want this to be a building, so let's make it a building. Let's create a foundation, plop it on there. And don't worry about the grass looking too flat. I got these bad boys right here, which I don't think are gonna really, no one's gonna notice, I don't think. It's called ground blobs. Yeah, these bad boys. I made these myself. They're not as pretty as other people's ground blobs, but you put them down, and you put them by the walls especially. There we go. So what we're gonna do is make them the same texture, so then... oh, that one's a little flat. Let's use the second one. There you go, ground blobs. That's right. We're gonna do that. Rotate it, because that one has a higher elevation on one side. There we go. And I kind of do like that it's a different color, it's a different texture, but there we go. We're gonna just calm that down. There we go, calm down. We're gonna do it right here. So anyways, I'm gonna add these anyways, just to sort of make it look like terrain, make it look like grass. It's a little detail, no one probably will notice but me. I think it's worth it. Just to, I think it's easier to do the to do a landscape, because you actually do get collision and stuff like that. But maybe I'm a psychopath. Who knows? Okay. I want this to be a higher elevation too. I want stairs to lead up. This is going to be a building. This is going to be a building. We're going to go inside. Alright, let's see. Oh yeah, my stairs. That's right. They're absolutely stolen. I stole these stairs. Isn't that evil? From a kit they give you. It's called the Medieval Castle Kit. You can buy this on your Unreal Asset Store. Yep, that's right. We're putting this in our game. Some people are going to freak out. I didn't make everything myself. But you know what? That's okay. Let's put these stairs here. Don't do it, no! There we go. You gotta make everything yourself. You said you made this game by yourself. Ooh. Unfortunately, that's not gonna happen. I need these stairs. They're gonna be right here. There we go. Alright. That's it. They're there. I like that. Okay, let's see. Let's make it a different color too. No. There we go, so you can see it. I can't tell, but let's try this material. It doesn't look stair-like enough. Ooh, that's terrible. We're just gonna deal with it. What does it look like with the light off? Beautiful. Okay. I mean, lighting, if I put it right here, there we go, you put it behind, you can see that there's stairs. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna put a light post right here. I know I have plenty of light posts. I got a simple one. Yeah, let's bring on some of my meshes I made. Street light. Alright, got street light. People. This one doesn't have the lights on it, right? Is this a simple one? Viewport? Nope, no lights, just stacked meshes. That's exactly what I wanted. The other ones had more dynamic lights attached to them. I've noticed they were bringing down the FPS though. Those making it a little heavier, more demanding. These lights are yellow. I want yellow lights. They're like my favorite color right there. Alright. Yeah, just to save time. I know I could probably just copy paste them, but there we go. The only thing my only critique about these lights is the shadows on the actual bulbs themselves, but I think I just gotta mess with some settings on there. And let's just bring one over there, just because. This level is supposed to be unsettling, so I'm going to limit, but just so I can see, I'm going to have that. Honestly, now that I think about it, maybe I should do away with this and actually... Can I put grass on like an actual mesh itself? We're gonna move that. Actually, no. I'll tell you what, let's go to landscape. Let's just make one real quick. How small can I make this landscape? We're gonna go that by that. This is a pretty big landscape. Right now we're in the blocking stages, so let's just give it, no. There we go, 127 by 127. Let's do that. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like that. Okay. We're gonna get rid of this mesh right here. Oh wait, I can't select it. I gotta create. It's just like a big brush. So let's create. Create. There we go. Now we're gonna go back and select mode. Find that green block that this all was sitting on. Excuse me? Is that it? Did I grab it? Goodbye. Alright. Now we're gonna color this landscape. Go to paint. We can actually add some pretty cool little textures now too. Maybe it was good that I did this. Paint, perspective. What's funny is I'm not seeing the oh, I found you. Okay. What do we got in landscape materials? There's gonna be a ton. Alright. Rocky Hills, standard, alien. Oh, some of these are from other assets. What was landscape main? Ground grass? Hello? Are we crashing? Are we compiling shaders? Ooh. We're gonna be walking on oil? Oh, okay. I see what it's doing. Okay. It's compiling. Okay. I like that. So, let's go landscape. Hey! Why is it looking good? Why is it looking cool? And what about you? Are you at some dirt? Oh! What's happening? It has a mind of its own. I can't control my own game. Okay, well, I'm not gonna complain. That looks pretty good. That looks good. I like that. There we go. Just kind of give it a little grass, give it a little mud, you know, just to make it feel like there's something here. Make it feel like someone actually put this here. Even though this whole area is an amalgamation of memories, but am I spoiling my own game? Okay, never mind. No one's gonna play this anyways, so I'm just gonna be talking anyways, because that's just how it's gonna be. Let's make the key right here. Alright. And alright. What does this look like? Oh, it looked like sheesh. Oh, this is actually really neat. I didn't know the material came with the actual meshes. And it's not killing my performance either. Okay. Well, let's get building. I people want this to be a house, we're gonna make this a house. Or a gothic looking... Oh, what am I saying? This game doesn't look gothic. This game just looks silly. Okay. Let's go, and we're going to do a lot of copy pasting. Some people say you should be able to kind of... What's that word? Kind of organize your level design workflow on in the content outliner, the world outliner. But I don't do that because it's too efficient for me. It's too clean. It's too cool. Okay. Where is I'm losing my pillar, stone pillar. Do you see stone pillar? I got it right here. Okay. You wanna know what's funny? I've been talking to myself for about, I don't know, I lost track. I didn't set the timer. Good lord. By the time I'm done with this, I think I'd lose my mind. Wake up and do it all again tomorrow. Okay, let's see. We're gonna put that there. These are my favorite pieces. Oh my gosh. These are amazing. They just fill up space. Space! There we go. We're gonna do that real quick. Let's move these up. A little bit of clipping. Actually, that's no problem at all. Let's add some detail. Vault, wall, end cap. Okay, we're gonna drag this here. Now, no one's even gonna know there's a little thing there. Oh, it's looking fire. Put that right there. There we go. Center. Yeah, there we go. That looks about right. And we're gonna take these two. Just because I have no idea what's on the other side, let's just throw that there. And honestly, we're going to take a cube and there we go. And this is set in stone. You know, if we don't like it, we can always get rid of it. We're not getting paid to do this, so you can do whatever you want. Okay, here we go. And honestly, I'm probably going to be the only one that's ever going to watch this video. So I'm going to say whatever I want. Let's see. Stone railings. Let's put these here. Honestly, maybe if I get into like a really bad car crash, go into a coma, lose my memories, wonder how I make levels, this is going to be the video I'm probably going to go to. That's right. Be like, oh shoot, this guy doesn't stop talking, but this is how you make these levels using this particular files that I made. I did make these meshes, so God forbid, I hope I never lose these meshes. I spent so much time making all this crap. I dread thinking about making another game after this, because I want to make a science fiction game. I want to make something on the same vein as System Shock 2. That's right. I love that game. That game is so goofy. It's great. At the time, that game used to scare the crap out of me. Alright, let's see. In case you don't know, System Shock is made by the people who made BioShock. So you know. Okay. Where's my mini wall arch? I already did those. Gothic window. Let's put it in there. Let's get some Gothic windows. This is an old mesh. This has been like the workhorse of when I first started getting into this project. This piece was here from the very beginning. This gave me the feel that I'm actually making something sort of medieval and old. When I compare it to other people's sort of Gothic church pieces, though, it looks a little cartoony, but in the end, I don't have time. I really don't have time to remake everything. especially make it high fidelity. I know wall material has this sort of endless wall. I try to make a tileless texture that resembles the other ground pieces. Not ground pieces, these walls. I think I've succeeded for the most part. It's just there's a filler so you can just, so the enemies don't see through it and you can't squeeze by. Okay. Same here. Let's throw another one in here so you just to give it some filler. Yeah. Meow. Okay. How much time has gone by? We need to know. Okay, there's no way to tell. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm not going to stop until I'm happy for what I have placed here. So that's what's going to happen. This is the weirdest piece I made. It has like no reason to be here, but it's here. And let's throw this in here. What does this do? I like how there's like a little crevice right there. You can put statues and candles and stuff. Let's make it centered, or at least about centered. I can guarantee it that when people work on your house, that thing is not 100% centered. They'll use all kinds of fancy tools and stuff. It's not going to be perfect. It'll be as close as you can get, but I'm not trying to dog on any what you call those contractors and whatnot. It's just, I'm sure they do it perfectly in their eyes. Let's see, flying buttress. You know what? Flying buttresses. We haven't used those in some time. Let's bring it out. Bring it out right here. And as a little Easter egg, you're only going to see me talk about this. You're going to see a little cat right there. Isn't that neat? It's like a little cat. I thought I could use them as like a as a secondary mesh, you know, like a gargoyle or something like that. But it's ended up so cartoony looking that we hide them little cats. Yeah, we're gonna hide them. And flying buttresses were made, I believe, to keep the building from the walls from falling out and stuff. From what I know. And so I think we're gonna have to try to accommodate to that sort of idea. Just to kind of hold the walls, keep them from caving in or something like that. That's what the internet told me. The internet is never wrong, okay? The internet will never be wrong. Always trust the internet, and always trust your whatever you see from the internet. Okay, let's see. Because if you argue, you're going to be proven wrong no matter what. That's right. Okay, here we go. Oh, hear me rambling on now. I'm sorry, y'all. Sometimes I can just be a little weird. And it's good to be self-aware about if you're being weird too. It's the people who aren't self-aware that terrified me. Okay. I'm feeling lazy. We're gonna take this. Actually, it's better to select all these first, and then you select the one that's gonna have a center pivot. There we go. See, like that. And then you can control W, and you'll be able to do that. And if your your snapping is not the way you want it to do, how it's doing like a freeform thing, this little enable snapping will definitely get you to the right place if you want to do something more rotatable and precise. Let's extend this out. Extend. So I'm going to bleed out into this, and just a little bit, don't matter. because you can do moving and snapping and stuff like that too. I mean, that's looking a little... I think we need to see gray. There's a lot of... Let's do those floor rocks again. Floor rocks. Let's see. Rusted. Floor rocks. Checker. Castle stone. Castle stone. I haven't used that in some time. This thing does not have a normal map from what I... Or the normal map is very subtle. It does its part. God, that's ugly. But what happens if we do this? Oh, make it stop. I don't know. Can I? No. I don't know what happened to the other one. Floor rocks. The modified materials. Oh, that's a ivy. Okay. Well, we're gonna keep going. This is about working on this level. I was about to cheat and extract a certain material from their level, but we gotta keep going. We gotta keep going. We gotta keep moving. Otherwise, this is not gonna get done. Something will always happen. People are gonna reach out to you, and there's nothing wrong with that. They're gonna, try to hang out, and then next thing you know, you're booked every day of the week. Even on your work days, and people are reaching out. Won't get anything done. That's why when I finish this project, I'm gonna be so happy. I'll be able to go outside, well, I am going outside still. That's probably why it's taking this so long, but I'll be able to take a break for a little bit. Honestly, I think I'm tired of seeing this project. There's been times when I just go like, why am I doing this? It's not even gonna no one's gonna know what it is. Because from what I noticed, people just they see like the non-human character. Like, oh, it's a furry game. It's a furry game. Or it's one of those, yeah, you don't play as a human being. That definitely makes it a furry game. Any game you don't play as a human being, it's automatically a furry game. Okay. I bet someone watching this right now is going, what is he talking about? Ugh. And honestly, you're absolutely right. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But people do create negative, opinions on anything they can't understand. Let's see here, generator, fountain. You know what? Let's put a fountain in here. These take up space. I like that. These take up so much space. But look at that. It just kind of populates the world. Just keep populating the world with stuff, and eventually it's going to look like you spend a lot of time on it. Like this grass here, which I can't see for some reason. Hello? Did I delete my grass? My foliage? What happened to all of it? Oh well. You know what? That's okay. Maybe it's gone. Okay. I'm probably going to have to go back in the video and see what happened to that wonderful grass that was placed down there. I hope I didn't delete it. Don't worry. Nothing is irreversible and unreal, with the exception of deleting a level and saving over it, but when it comes to applying things, usually Unreal can be very, very lenient, very forgiving. Oh yeah, these walls. I call these fancy walls, because they just have ornate looking stuff to them. So we're going to put a fancy wall right here. It doesn't have to be centered. And we can just make a big, juicy, fancy wall. There we are. Let's sink it in so people can't look under it. That's one of the biggest things about all my meshes, is they have a little space on the bottom, so you have to kind of sink them in. And I don't want symmetry on everything, so we're going to have to grab something from the actual blueprints. Let's see. I sometimes just merge my my creations in with the actual package that I purchased itself, the first-person shooter package. If I know more about it, it's called SB FPS Kit. It's only like, it's really cheap. Oh my gosh, this place is huge. If the door is this small, it's good to add things like this so you actually see what's going on with your scale on things. There's no real science to how I did the scale on these. Oh, interior arch. These things are amazing. They're tiny, but when you blow them up, oh, they can just fill up space. I know I'm obsessed with the idea of just filling up space, but that's kind of what levels are. If you just have like a blank area, that's like, I don't know, it just feels like you can't, it doesn't feel real, you know. Let's make it smaller. Because a lot of things in this world are actually smaller than they appear. Got the window. Let's put these around here. Let's put these on the outside, yeah. Alrighty. This doesn't connect. Who says it has to? I'm gonna put some flowers there or something, I guess. I don't know. Let's get that. Where are you? There he is. Control W is part of my design work. Control W. Okay. This a little cheat. You grab the one from the front, the one from the back. Start Control W. You can grab multiple too. That does end up looking a little repetitive, but we got something down on pen and paper. Look at that. Okay. This is a room, I presume. You kind of look into it. There's some space right here we need to occupy. Let's put this right here. Let's just continue. We gotta move, we gotta move. Because the moment someone finds out we're doing something efficient, they're gonna call us. They're gonna call and go, hey, you trying to do something efficient and you trying to do something with your life? I don't like that. Let's go out. Let's go to a restaurant and sit there for a few hours and just let's use like $50. How dare you try to make money? Okay, here we go. Society doesn't want you to. Oh, fudge. Don't judge me on what I say here, people. Oh, these bad boys. I forgot all about them. I got so caught up with what I was doing, I forgot all about it. Look at that. These things make this thing look a little bit more. Yeah, those little lanterns. You know what? Let's just put them everywhere. Screw it. That's right. We got lanterns. Put them up so they have no collision, so people are going to try to run through them. You used to be able to shoot them, but eventually they started taking up processing power because it's like considered an actor or whatever. Oh, that's just too many, but okay. That's just way too many. I get a little carried away with those. Sorry. They're like one of my other first meshes I made for environment paintings. No, these are the level paintings. Where's the horse painting? Found old fine brushes, fancy wall. You know what? Fancy wall. We need to occupy this space. There we go. We're gonna bring these out. It's funny. I first talked about trying to make this look like Silent Hill, but I get so into this zone that I ended up making it look like every other level in this game. I'm so embedded into. But you know what? It's good that we don't copy this. I've changed my mind. It's good that we don't. Um, it's good that we don't do that. This is a mistake. It's gonna be something we live with. I'm gonna put the horse's head up here. I wanted to make more chess pieces. I like chess, but I'm not good at it. But let's just put them in here. There's our horses. I wanted to make like knights, rooks, bishops, all that stuff. But those are very easy to make. I just can't. I don't know. Just sit down and make it. Isn't that weird? It's like I can make all this other stuff, but once I start doing that, I just feel like, just like that. This is gonna be cool. We're gonna use a cylinder. See if we can match that. Make sure it doesn't go too far on the ground, just because of lighting issues. There we go. Alright, you know what? This is as good as it's gonna get. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh man, are we not? Am I gonna be dancing around this thing? Okay, perfect. At least for me, it's perfect. Okay. Can I put something here? No. Let's just make it a wall. I want the wall people in, but at the same time, we need people to see that there's out there. There's so much room. Okay. So let's put a railing, stone railings. Yeah, these bad boys. Yeah. 180. There you go. We're just gonna grab. I know I could definitely divide these up, but half of these always just kind of merge into each other. I couldn't make a separate kit, but the closest thing we can do is maybe put a cap on it. There we go. So it actually ends. How about we just make it thinner? There we go. What am I gonna call this video? Babbling on level design? Just level design. Just chatting, I guess. Dome singular piece. Oh, those are pretty. I tell you what, let's just throw this in here. We're just gonna copy paste this entire thing. It's a building after all, right? Go Kia. There we go. We're going to. Where'd that other thing go? Okay. That'll work. And where's that weird tri-window thing I call it? Click. There it is. Paste it. Make it smaller. There you go. That's kind of pretty. You know what's terrifying that I just gave up on? There's so many different grays for each of these meshes, and I'm just gluing them together. I should have made it all in one material and have that material share. I didn't know. So, yep, they're all going to be different grays. You can tell that's made by a bunch of different meshes. Honestly, yeah, that's just how it's gonna be. It's gonna drive some people crazy. It's gonna drive me crazy. But all right, I'm getting mad that there's no grass here. I don't know what happened to my little grass, but we're gonna add that. Bushes. That's what I want. I want bushes. City park. What kind of meshes do we got in the city park kit? There's leaves, flora, grass. That's what I want. I want that grass. Alright. Oh, Are we freezing now? Okay. Thank you. I actually have control over it. I don't want to put too much grass everywhere. 'Cause sometimes other people's computers don't really lend itself to vegetation, oddly enough. Did I put grass on there? Okay. It's just growing on the flying buttresses. I've seen grass grow on a lot of things, so maybe it's good. There we go. We're just gonna put it on here. You know what? We're gonna put it. Yeah, go crazy. We're gonna go crazy. There we go. Every inch of it now has stuff. Okay, I like that. Oh, is that grass on the stairs? Oh well. Oops. Alright, we got that. Let's get some tall grass in here too. This stuff is a little bit more aggressive, so we're gonna try to go. Don't put on the edges. Yeah, we don't want enemies being able to hide behind there and stuff. Just kind of so it deters the shape of the box level I just made, and didn't want to change it. There we go. Yeah, just to make it seem more. Oh, this stuff is heavy. I feel like this grass. Some heavy grass. I feel like it's gonna change the FPS of the actual game once I bake everything. You know, let's hide that linear. See this shape. If you're down here and you see like straight lines like this, it just makes it feel less. I don't want to say professional. Like, this is definitely by any means not a professional project, but it just kind of makes it feel like there's unnatural. Yeah. Okay, turn that off. What am I doing? What am I doing? How about here? Let's see. Let's put these leaves there too. Yeah. Sticks and leaves. Boop. Okay. If that be the case, let's make it bigger. Yeah, just give us some color. Just give the ground color. Not everything's gonna be completely fresh and green unless you have like a lawn, but that's not what I'm trying to portray here. I'm trying to portray like it's been a while since someone's been here. But people or they're just too lazy to keep to their property. There's no HOA here, people. I'll be real, I don't think I've ever met someone from the HOA. I hear all kinds of scary things about them, so yeah. Screw it, we're gonna put leaves on the path too. Alright. Looks good to me. The grass is a little short, but that's alright. We're gonna deal with the consequences later. We need like bushes or like what do we got here? Yeah, let's single place these. Bush 504. How you doing? We're gonna put you in random spots, but not where the enemies are gonna be, so oh, are you going through the wall? That's okay. I want people to see this though. That works. I want people to go in there and maybe get some goodies. There we go. Let's kind of deter from the actual fact that we're being boxed in. There's no boxing in here, people. No. There you go. Put the edges. There's no science to this. This is just what I do. If I'm doing it wrong, I'm sorry. I'll change everything. I'll delete the entire level. Okay, let's see. What is this? What is this? Let's place it. Oh. Okay. what you want. Oh, that's a big bush. Oh, that thing's moving. That thing's... I don't want it. Yeah, that's too big for me. I was thinking something small. Yeah, like that. Just to kind of... Yeah, we need something small. There we go. We'll get that in here. Why am I putting single down? Let's paint this. Paint. Oh, that's too dense. It's too dense. The size. Oh man, I'm new. And there's like 3. I just want like 3 or 4. Okay, perfect. There we go. Honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna put here. Maybe some, like a cabin or something like that. It's gonna be like the weird liminal space for these people's world, I guess. This definitely doesn't take place on Earth, that's for sure. Okay. That works. I'm actually putting a lot of time into this. This might be the end of this little area right here. This is probably... because I'm gonna have to fill up, I'm gonna have to populate this whole stuff with a bunch of like ivy, rust, and all that kind of, like this stuff right here. Anyways, I just get into a weird flow, and that's pretty much it. But yep, I'm getting a little tired now. I'm probably gonna take a break, make myself some pancakes or something, and yeah, y'all have a nice day. I'm running out of things to show, so yeah, let me in the comments if you want to see certain things from this project. Take it easy, guys.